So, y'all, first of all, I want to start off laughing, but I don't know what the heck I was doing, right? So y'all already know I'm a straight up virgin to these YouTube streets, right? And I had did a scheduled live so that I don't have to, type it in, put the thumbnail in, all the stuff you got to do. And I didn't know that it was linking like a guest or something to the live. I don't know what the heck is going on, but anyway, I hope that no guests is going to come through on this live because it's just me. But I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, y'all, what's up, y'all? Tasha checking in with another video. This is going to be my review of Life After Lockup Season 5, Episode 20, Shimmer Down, which I ain't never heard Shimmer Down before into this episode. I've heard Simmer Down. But I ain't never heard no Shimmer Down. Maybe that's a Texas thing. I don't know. Drop in the comments. Let me know. What's up, y'all? I feel like I have not seen y'all in forever. I've been going through my own little personal life things, and I am going to do a story time on it. But I'm blessed, healthy, and happy to be here. God is good. God is dope. I hope y'all are enjoying y'all Sunday, that y'all having a good day, and that y'all come on in, join me as we can chit chat about these crazy couples. If you have not already done so, go ahead and like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. We are on a push to reach over 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I know we can do it. And that takes you all. Go ahead and share the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and yeah, just spread the word. Spread the word about the Redefining channel. We have a good time over here. So let's get into these couples, y'all. Let me adjust. Oh gosh, that was so funny. All right, I'm adjusted. So let's get into these couples. If I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it. I'm gonna give it a 6, only because Chance and Taylor was on the episode, and I'm so glad about it because they are getting on my last nerve, and I don't want to really see any more of their toxicity. We got enough toxic with all these other couples, but Chance and Taylor's toxic to me goes on a whole new level, and I ain't want to see it this episode, and so I'm glad they were not on this particular episode. So let's get into the couples. So if it's y'all first time joining me, y'all already know I take notes. So when I look down, that means I'm reading something to keep me on track. So the first couple we're going to talk about is Shavel and Quaylon. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Okay, just making sure everything is on the up and up because y'all, I do not know. Okay. All right, I'm learning. I'm learning YouTube. What's up, replay watchers? Don't mind me. I'm getting settled in. I'm learning. I'm new to the YouTube streets. So anyway, Chevelle and Quaylon is going to be the first couple. So as y'all know, last week we had Chevelle's bridal shower. Her mom, their moms, Quaylon mom and Chevelle mom is going back and forth. They don't really see it for each other. And I really think a part of me feels like they putting on for the camera because it's kind of like, really, man, y'all need to calm down. Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, I get it. Chevelle mom don't like Quaylon. Quaylon mom really don't like Chevelle mom. Quaylon mom ain't say she ain't like Chevelle. I think she likes Chevelle. She just don't like her mom. Both of the moms agree that they should not be getting married. That's one thing that they have in common. But it's like, even if you don't like each other, just be there, sit there, conduct yourself like adults, and go ahead and go through the bridal shower. It's about Chevelle. It ain't about Sean. This is what annoys me so badly. And there are a lot of parents that do this to their grown children, right? They sit up here and they get involved and invested in their life and they say, I don't like this. I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you do this and blue, blue, blue. But it's like, you have to parent at a certain level, right? When your children are minors, it's almost do what I tell you to do because I'm your parent. Don't raise your voice at me. Don't talk back. You know, that type of parenting. But as your child grows to an adult status, you give more of your advice. If I were you, I wouldn't do this. I remember when there was a time I went through that situation, I wouldn't do this if I was you. So you parent on a different level. You cannot make your grown adult children do what you want them to do. And I wish more parents would understand this and get this in their head. You have to parent at a certain level. You You can't make your children do anything that you want them to do at an adult status. Same thing with Shavel and Quaylon. Y'all may not want them to get married, but if that's what they're going to do, all you can do is say, listen, I'm going to pray for y'all. Hopefully, y'all do the right thing by Maila, and hopefully, God gives y'all a long, great life. But in our opinion, we don't feel like y'all ready. They've already voiced their opinion. So I don't know why they just don't sit back and enjoy the festivities. Because if it's not going to happen, it's going to fall apart anyway. So I don't understand why they have to be all involved. But anyway, so Chevelle pulls hold on, y'all. Yeah, okay. So Chevelle pulled her mom outside because last week they had got into this big old argument. She pulls her mom outside this week and she's like, Mom, you gotta chill. Like, what is your problem? And her mom is like, I don't have no problem. Quaylon's mom is the one that putting my name in her mouth and everything, and I'm not gonna go for it, again, shooting geriatric rap battles and stuff. Chevelle told her mom, you need to shimmer down. When she said it, I was like, shimmer down. Like, where is she going to shimmer? I was like, what the heck does shimmer down mean? And the mom must have knew what it meant. Maybe that's some slang for Texas. Y'all let me know in the comments. But the mom was like, I ain't about to shimmer down. I ain't got to shimmer down and blah. I'm like, shimmer down? What the heck does that mean? So, Quaylon mom, after she said that, hold on, y'all, because I'm reading those because there was a lot going on. So, we pan back over to. I guess Chevelle mom go back inside or whatever. Then Quaylon mom comes to Chevelle. She says she feels bad about her part. She's apologizing to her part in it. She says, I just want it to be a good day or whatever. While she's talking to Chevelle, when Chevelle's over there with Quaylon's mom, Chevelle's mom is in the background, mouthing off, talking about, I don't like these people. They get on my nerves. I don't like that beat. So Quaylon's sister overhears her saying all this stuff. Quaylon's sister stands up and she's just like, you're not going to keep talking about my family. I can hear you, woo woo. Chevelle mom turns up again. And then they start arguing again. The little girl, Maila, is sitting there on the side looking like, and these are the adults. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Y'all can't even conduct yourself in front of children. And y'all wonder why this generation act the way they act, because some of these parents need to sit down somewhere and stop behaving badly. But they turn up and they fight again. In my opinion, Chevelle's mom had too many mimosas. She needed to put the mimosas to the side and get her life together. She up in here yelling and acting a mess and all of this. And Chevelle is just like, I'm over it. Chevelle then goes outside because y'all know Quaylon popped up, right? Um, and when they was going back and forth, after Quaylon had popped up, he took Chevelle outside. They were saying they not going to deal with all this drama with their families and everything. And they was like, if they can't act right, they don't need to come to the wedding and all of that. And so, when they are outside, the family's still inside arguing. So the girl, Quaylon's sister, tries to run over to the mom, trying to fight her. Thompson, you call me a B, you call me a B, and all this. And she's trying to run over there, but she laughing a little bit. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, this fight is a little staged. Like, she smiled a little bit and I felt like it was staged. If you're really in for I'm mad mode, one or two things happening. You ain't gonna have no smile, or you're gonna start crying because you're gonna want to punch this person in the face. But I didn't believe it. The whole thing was just disrespectful. They at this restaurant cutting the food, and Chevelle is just like, after they arguing on the inside, Chevelle once again goes inside and tries to appeal to her mom one last time. And she's like, Mom, I'm disappointed because this is happening in front of my Ela. Why are you acting like this? And Chevelle mom is like, why you checking me? Why you ain't going to go check Quaylon's mom? Because Quaylon came in with Chevelle, sat beside her. And Quaylon was like, well, that's because you started. And the mom was like, well, you wasn't even here, Quaylon. And he was like, well, I heard you started it. And Chevelle mom, keep it 100, you did start it. You had too many mimosas. The alcohol was alcoholic mixed with your ghetto attitude, and you did start an argument at your daughter's bridal shower. And so Chevelle was like, I'm leaving because you getting on my nerves. And the mom was like, I've been here for you. I've done stuff for you. Chevelle was like, what does that have to do with the cost of tea in China? And she left with Quaylon and Maela. And then the mom is up in there now after Shavel left. She up here like, oh, hey, cousins, and hugging everybody. It's like, where's the gifts? And she calmed down. And I was like, is the mom bipolar? Like, what the heck is going on? So anyway, that's the end of that with them. It was just some type of ghetto brawl. Everybody in there was just real hood turned up. I mean, Quaylon's family wasn't even that difficult. It was really Chevelle, mom, and all of their drama. So I mean, they was taking off rainbow shoes up in there. Their wigs was sliding to the side. They had their rainbow outfits was disheveled, you know. It was a lot going on. I was like, y'all look real foolish. But anyway, that's all that happened with them. We shall see if the moms can get along, if they can make it to the altar, or what happens moving forward. Let's move on to the next couple, which is going to be, hold on, y'all, let me see. All right, y'all, let's jump over to Sean and Sarah. Sean and Sarah get on my nerves too, because Sarah, in my mind, I think Sarah wanted to get out of jail and be like a real housewife of Ohio. She wanted to not work. She wanted to sit at home, get a mommy makeover, possibly have a baby. I don't think that was in the plans, but she had a baby. And she just wanted to sit at home and collect money and not do a daggone thing. Well, Sarah, you rolled up on the wrong man, because Sean is broke. Okay. As y'all know, Sean has quit his job and he started this tow truck business, right? And so on this episode, Sean says he's going to teach Sarah how to operate the tow truck because they trying to get a second tow truck. Hey, Tasha, what's going on? Late but made it. It's okay. I'm only on the second couple, which is Sean and Sarah. Just finished talking about Chevelle and Quaylon's mess. But anyway, so he's trying to teach Sarah how to operate a tow truck. Sarah lifts up her shirt while they at the house and says, how am I going to do that? I got these stitches. Y'all, Sarah's stomach looked horrible. Horrible. Tasha says she sure did. He's been broke since he met her, he ain't had no money. Child. But anyway, so she lifts up her stomach and it looked like her stomach looked like it was at a chop shop in a daggone meat factory or something. I said, oh, I said, what is wrong with your stomach? Is it infected or what is going on, child? Let me tell you something. If I get a tummy tuck and my stomach end up looking like that, baby, no. No, 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 no. I don't need that. I would just get in the gym and I would crunch it out. And whatever don't get crunched out, baby, let me tell you something. They got all type of Spanx and everything that we can put on under our clothes that can make us look snatched or even. Then take it off and let it go. Same thing with the boobs. Sarah, you should have got yourself a good bra. Get a good bra, push them things up, and you good. They look good for your man when they need to. When you at home, you take them things off. Look at Sean. He don't care about you being all done up, but Sarah doing that for her. Screw Sean. She trying to get herself made up. So when it's time for her to exit stage left from Sean, she can be all put together. That's just my opinion. But anyway, so Sarah puts on her little wrap and stuff. Her and Sean go down stairs and they get in the tow truck and they go to some place where he's teaching her how to back up and load a car onto the tow truck. He says that he has put in 20 to 25,000 in the tow truck business and he is broke. But he up here saying he want to buy a second tow truck. I was with Sarah. I was like, how the heck y'all gonna buy a second tow truck if you broke and you ain't got no money? He talking about he wants to take out a loan through a bank, and she's like, oh great, and get into more debt. He's like, well, I have a plan and all of this. And so she loads up, she backs it up, she loads the car up on it, because he's saying that when we get the second tow truck, she could be one of the drivers. And Sarah in her mind, like, you got me messed up. I'm not about to sit up here and be driving no tow truck. I am working on getting my mommy body together, and I'm not driving nobody tow truck. Tasha says, yep, I thought about doing a mommy makeover, but after seeing her stomach, I was like, no thanks, I'm gonna keep exercising. Exactly. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm telling you. And you probably going to appreciate it more once you get your body to where it needs to be, the natural, organic way, and taking your time doing it. That whole quick stuff, man. I'm telling you, them women be going through it, and they just, I don't get it. And I'm not spending all that money. And then Sean said he broke, right? But then Sean told Sarah why they was riding, and he was telling her about the second truck. She told him, "So, well, we broke. How you going to do that?" He said, "Well, you had to go and get your boobs done and the tummy tuck." And she said, "We saved for that." I said, "Now, how y'all save for that?" But then he turns around, and invest some money into the business, and now y'all broke. I said, "Sarah, stop playing. Y'all ain't saved for that. You used some of Sean's money to get that done. Because you ain't know if you was going to get a breast thing and a tummy thing. We ain't hear nothing about that when you first got on the scene. You ain't safe for that, Sarah." Tasha said, "Yes, no pain and having to take medication." Absolutely. I'll work on it naturally. So then Sarah, they're riding, Sean phone ring, y'all. And who was it but Mama Kelly? Kelly is mom to his six, yes, count them, y'all, six children. Child, ain't no way I would have pushed out six babies by Raggedy Sean. He must have not been raggedy with child number five or something. I don't know. Maybe he got raggedy child number. I don't know, but baby, woo, hat off to you, Kelly. Couldn't have been me. But Kelly's calling. Sean look at the phone. He didn't answer. Sarah talking about some, well, what, why she calling? Sean talking about some, who? Who calling? She told him some, you know who I'm talking about. The person on the phone. Why is she calling? And you know what, Sarah, in my opinion, this is getting old. Sean has six children by this woman. Now, most of them are grown, but he still has some little ones that are at the house. And so she still has to contact him even if the kids are grown. What if the child got hurt at college, or somebody's getting married, or somebody had a baby? You don't know. I don't understand why some of these women who are married to men, right, that have babies by somebody else do not understand that once you become a father or a mother, it is a lifetime commitment. There is no when you're 18 is cut off, or when you're 20 is cut off. No, you parent at different levels. They're now an adult, 20 years old, 21. You giving advice, right? But you never stop being a parent. Do you have to call the person every day? No, you don't have to call. But there's going to be some times when y'all going to have to talk. My mom can't stand my dad. But if something go down and she has to talk to him, she has to talk to him because they got three kids together. Tasha says a parent's job is never done, even if they grow. Absolutely. Even if you don't like the person no more, you may have to talk to them. So I don't get why Sarah always in her feelings every time Kelly called. So unless Kelly is calling all the time, which according to Sarah, that's what she said. She said she calls all the time. Sean says she only calls about money. And then we further find out now, this would kill me. Sarah talking about so why she calling all the time because we send her $1,000 a month. I said, liar. How the heck you just spent all this money on your mommy makeover, right? And then y'all broke because y'all put in 20 to 25 in the business. Now you want us to believe that you sending this woman $1,000 a month, but Sean said y'all broke. Make it make sense because the math ain't mathing. Tasha says Sarah thinks because she's the wife. Yep, she won, and it's all about just her, Abby, and their child, and forget Kelly and their six kids. Absolutely. Sean had a whole life before he met you, and you signed up for it because you knew about it. I don't care what nobody says. She knew about it. She act like she ain't know Sean had all them kids. Yeah, right, Sarah. Okay, you knew, and you knew he was on this show. I'm telling you, she planned it out. She said, "Oh, he on the show. Oh, he got this going on. Yeah, I'ma get him. I'ma get him." What's up, Mimi? Mimi says she had a Timu tummy. Absolutely, that thing was sliced, fried, dyed, and laid to the side. I said, "Ugh." I said, "I just keep my little stuff for all that." So Sarah, they pull over, they get out the car. Her and Sean are talking about Kelly calling and all of this. And Sarah is talking about oh, what's Sarah saying? Sarah saying Kelly is causing a problem in their marriage. Sarah says they're sending at least $1,000 a month. Y'all already know. I think that's a lie. Sarah says Sean wants a second truck. And so he wants a second truck so he can take care of Kelly. I said, that don't make no daggone sense. Sarah, don't you live with the dude? He got to take care of his household here as well. You think Kelly not, I mean, Sarah not going to let Sean not take care of his responsibilities at the first house with her. So no, the second truck is not so he could take care of Kelly. You sound crazy, Sarah. Have you been taking too many medications or what's going on? Sean then reveals to us that he has not sent Kelly money in months. He has not sent them kids no money in months. And I said, well, shoot, that's why she freaking calling Sarah. But see, Sarah don't know that because Sean is a liar. But Sarah is also a liar. So they both deserve each other. So yeah, that's why Kelly's calling because baby, if I still got at least three smaller kids at the house, yeah, I'm gonna need the money because she never put them on child support. If she would have put Sean on child support for six kids, let me tell you something. Sean would have been more than broke. He would not have been able to leave and start a tow truck company. He would have had to stay at the job. But he manipulated the sweet talk Kelly into not putting him on child support. Because had she put him on there, he would have been paying more than $1,000 a month. You better believe that for six kids. Child. Anyway, that's it for Sean and Sarah. Let's move on. Sarah get on my nerves. I don't really like her. I don't really like Sean either, but you know you gotta be bad if you make me not like you over Sean. Let's get into the next couple, which is going to be Brittany and Key Rock. Another couple that I don't really see it for. Y'all may throw rocks, tomatoes, and stones at me, but I'm about to tell y'all what I think about Brittany and Key Rock. Tasha says, and Sean ain't ish. Oh, is that? Oh yeah, because he still don't say anything about not sending her money. Right? Sean is a child. Look, and then you know what? We can talk about how bad the men are, right? But at the same time, the women, something up with y'all too. Sarah, Kelly, what is wrong with you? You had six kids by this Negro. Like, why? I just do not understand it. I was like, whoa. So I can't get too mad at Sean because he was a liar, right? He's been a liar. We don't like him, right? We already know that. And a dog don't change that quickly. I believe after baby number two, she knew something was up with him. But I'm like, is the pain that good, Kelly, that you had to go and have four more kids? But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like she knew he was trash. You cannot tell me after baby number two. But anyway, let's move on from them on to Brittany and Key Rock. So y'all already know Brittany and Key Rock is on their way to New York. They almost at New York. Well, they're in New York. They leave in the hotel room and they going to go see her abuela, which is grandma in Spanish. Child, that's one or two of the only words in Spanish that I know. Mimi says, I think Kelly was 17 and he was 24 when they got together. Oh wow. So yeah, she was young and she didn't really have too much sense going on. But at a certain point, you know, you gotta wake up and say, hey, something don't seem right. Around her 25 years old, she should have been like, okay, something up with this dude. But anyway. So Brittany and Key Rock, they are on their way to the grandma house. Hold on. Am I on the right? Oh yeah. So they driving over to the grandma house. They pull up. The grandmother is happy to see Brittany. She's hugging her. They're having a moment and everything. Key Rock gets out. He brought some flowers from the local grocery store and he's giving it to the grandma. The grandma is like, oh, thank you for the flowers. Key Rock is doing his one or two words in Spanish, like hola and all of that. And they go inside the house. Grandma says there's something deeper to Brittany's story because the grandma said that the mom is crazy. Now, this is the mother's mother. So this is the daughter that you raised and you say that she's crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, why is she crazy? What happened? Like they're not giving us something. I would love for Brittany's mom to come on and really give the real story. Because in my opinion, Brittany, you ain't fooling nobody, okay? First of all, Brittany was a rebellious teenager. Let's take all of the blinders off, all the curtains off. Let's take the rose-colored glasses off and be honest. Brittany was a rebellious teenager. She did not want to listen to her parents' rules because her parents was probably a religious family. Okay, probably going to church every Sunday, Saturday, whenever they go, going during the week. all of that. Brittany wasn't with that, right? Like most children are when they are in a religious household. Brittany wanted to do what she wanted to do, and her parents was like, "Not in our house. You're not about to do what you want to do." And when she left the house. She did what she wanted to do. She got hurt out there in them streets. Remember, she said that she got raped and everything out in the streets, and it was hard for her to talk to her mom about it and everything. And I'm not excusing her parents, right? I'm not saying they were perfect parents, but we also cannot forget that Brittany decided to do these things that landed her in jail. And I think that on this episode, they got family members that are on Brittany's side, so to speak, that is accepting of everything that she does and says, "Oh, she was young, she was a child," and they not giving us the real truth. Just like Key Rock's family is not giving us the real truth about what happened to him. Um, that's her. She was rebellious. She did what she wanted to do. She ended up getting locked up. So her parents, so let's back up. So her grandma says the mom was crazy. Brittany says that she asked her parents if she could come to New York with the grandma to finish out high school. She finished out high school in New York, and her mom says now you have to come back to Virginia. Brittany didn't want to go back to Virginia, but she went back to Virginia. And so the grandma says when she would call and ask to speak to Brittany, that the mom would say that Brittany was in college and we took her phone and everything like that. I thought that was pretty weird, but at the same time, we don't know what could have been happening. At that time, she wasn't in college. She was actually locked up. So maybe the parents was trying to spare the grandmother from feeling any grief or heartache over the granddaughter that she loves being in jail. Brittany went back down to Virginia and she acted a donkey. Let's not sit up here and act like that she's Mother Teresa. I don't care how cute she looked, how laid her edges is, how whatever, how much she hugs her grandmother and cries and all that. Let's not forget that this girl decided to do what she wanted to do. And instead of taking ownership for the stuff that she did, the trouble she landed herself in, she wants to point the finger at her parents. At the end of the day, parents don't come with no rule book with no kids, right? We do not come with no rule book. We try the best that we can do. At the moment that you decide you want to knuck if you buck and go out there in the streets and do what you want to do, we try to tell you, don't do that. Get in my house. Do what I tell you to do. And these kids want to go out and do what they want to do. What are you supposed to do as a parent? Like, please help me understand. Now, they up on this show paying this narrative of her parents. Oh, they don't accept us because of our lifestyle, or they don't like you, Kira, because you trans. Screw that. They are religious people. Last time I checked, please name me one religion that's going to be like, "Oh yeah, you want to do a man in the, let's keep it 100, or you want to lick a woman, come on in." Name one. I'll wait. That's going to be accepting of that. So you want these people, your parents, to abandon their religious beliefs because you want them to just accept everything that you do, Brittany, and stop making it about the bedroom. It's not about the freaking bedroom. Their religious beliefs believe that a man and a man should not be together, and a woman and woman should not be together. So don't sit up here and try to make it seem like they want to know what it's not their business what we do in our bedroom. Miss me with that. That is not what it is. Stop painting that picture of that. They don't agree with the lifestyle that you've chosen, Brittany and Key Rock. So let's keep it 100. They are religious people. Can we please keep it 100? I'm just saying. I ain't saying her mother don't love her. I ain't saying her dad don't love you, but they are not going to condone your lifestyle. They wasn't going to condone you out here in the streets doing what you want to do, and they're not going to condone you being in a gay relationship or with a transgender man in that type of relationship. And if they are, give them time. Y'all keep wanting to put them out here like they the worst people on the planet, but then you jump up and defend your mom soon as Key Rock say something about her. Oh, don't talk about my mom. So if she was that bad, then how you defending her last episode talking about don't paint this narrative of her? And then the grandma talking about she crazy, but this the daughter that you raised. Did you raise her in a religious household? Maybe she got into religion after she left your household. Maybe you didn't want to accept the religion that she chose, and now you want to treat her just like you claim she treating Brittany. Come on now, like And then the uncle and the cousin talking about some, oh yeah, we met Kira. He seems like a great guy. We love y'all when they leaving and all this. I said, you only met the dude for 20 minutes. You don't even know him. Talking about he seemed like a good guy. Really? He's on parole until 2068. What a good guy. And I ain't saying we ain't all make mistakes, but apparently the system believes that he is a menace to society to be on parole until 2068. Come on now. I just let me get off them because I'm getting hot and they getting on my nerves. They get on my nerves. What else happened with them? Nothing else. They took a picture. They was going to take a selfie. Brittany Thomas, oh, we should take a selfie and send this to mom to make her jealous. Key Rock sitting there saying, oh, y'all trying to be petty and all this stuff. And then they say we didn't get a travel pass extended for a certain period of time, so we got to turn around and go back to Virginia. So they met for a couple of hours, then they turned around and went back to Virginia, and that's it with them. I don't like this storyline, in my opinion. I feel like it's a lot of loopholes, and I feel like the narrative they trying to give to us is that this is Gandhi and Mother Teresa, and then we supposed to sit up here and accept it. And they pointing the fingers at everybody else for their mishaps and their reasoning for choosing a life of crime instead of really calling out what really happened. I think it's some missing stuff, and I don't like the narrative they trying to paint of Britney's parents. I don't like the narrative that they trying to spin of Key Rock and his family. The whole thing is just some doo doo as far as I'm concerned. And I don't really think they got much going on. They a boring couple to me. I don't like them. I'm sorry. I just don't. So I just said I don't like theirs either. They don't need to come back. Please don't. Please don't. Because you ain't got nothing going on. Nothing. And sidebar, Brittany is a beautiful woman, but learn how to dress for your body type, Brittany. She had on this daggone cat suit that was like a new color, and it really is. She ain't got no booty back. Let's just keep it 100. If you want to wear a daggone cat suit, you gotta have a smaller midsection, right? And you gotta have some booty going on, and your boobs gotta be up. You gotta. It's a certain type of body that goes in a cat suit. She just didn't have it. Cute girl and all of that. But anyway, the cat suit, the cat suit was catting. It was, I didn't like it. So let's get off of these people. Let's get on to another annoying couple, Lindsey and Blaine. Y'all, hold up. I need a drink of water before I talk. Lindsey and Blaine. Lindsey does not care about anybody else but Lindsey. She don't care about Blaine. She don't care about her daughter. She don't care about Blaine's son. She don't care about nothing but what Lindsey wants and what makes Lindsey happy. Okay, and what she's going to find out very quickly, Lindsey, is that until you do right by people you done messed up, everything you think about is going to crumble. I said, oh my goodness. So Blaine, oh God, y'all know last week they got in an argument. Blaine stormed out the house. He flipped over the bacon. I'm like, dang, that bacon looked like it might have been okay. He flipped the bacon over, got grease all on the floor. I was like, well, dang, if it was me getting ready for school, right? That probably was, how your parents used to make you some breakfast or something, say, put this in the napkin to go. We gotta go. We rushing. He probably flipped over the breakfast, and now they like, dang, we running late for school. And they done stopped serving breakfast at school. Now the bacon all on the floor. We ain't got nothing but biscuits left. They probably like, dang, Blaine, why you ain't flip over a pitcher of water or something? But anyway, so Blaine says that he does get the kids ready for school, that he does help around the house. He says Lindsey is ungrateful. And Blaine said he tired of being disrespected because he talking to Lindsey. Lindsey all fake crying in the bedroom and stuff when they open up. And she up here talking about she tired. She do a lot of stuff around here. And Blaine talking about he equally does stuff around here. Lindsey don't care. Ain't one tear roll down her face. I don't believe nothing she says, nothing that comes out of her mouth. Um, what else? She had the audacity and the nerve through her fake crying to say that she is a mother to his son. I said, what? You ain't even a mother to your own child. What are you talking about? A mother to his son? Oh, really? Because what? You cooked a couple of things and you let him stay in your house and so now you've been like a mother to him. Lindsey, girl, bye. What else? So Lindsey picks up Molly. We pan over. She picking up Molly because they about to go wedding dress shopping. So as soon as Molly get in the car, she's like, "We're going wedding dress shopping," and Molly is like, "Why?" Molly says, "Did you not hear me last episode when I said you don't need to marry this guy?" But I guess you wasn't listening. But now later on, Molly gonna give her the real and tell her why she has felt the way that she has felt. So they pick her up. She gets to the wedding dress place. Her grandma is there, which is her mom, and her friend is there, and they all there, and it's supposed to be a happy occasion and all of this. But Lindsey goes in there and she tries on the first wedding dress, which was ugly, and she comes out and everybody like this. She was like, "So, what y'all think?" And they was like, I said, "Well, dang, do y'all like it? Not like it? Thumbs up, thumbs down." They was just like, "I mean, it's if it, I mean, it's a dress." She was like, "Okay, well, I ain't get no bells and whistles, so I'm gonna go try another one." So she go and she tried another one, and then she come out again, and they all like, she says, "Well, goodness gracious, what is going on?" So she go back, she trying the third one. At this time, Molly and the grandma has a conversation. So the grandma is like, "How is it going at the house?" Molly is like, hold on, y'all. Molly is like they're fighting all the time. They're fighting all the time. They're arguing and everything. And grandma is looking concerned, which it would have been me too. I would have been looking concerned as well. So Molly says that Blaine comes and tells her how he feels about Lindsey. Molly is 13 years old. Blaine is a grown man. When they get in an argument, he goes and vents to Molly like she Dr. Phil or something. Talking something, yeah, your mama this, da 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 da. Why are you talking to this child about your adult issues, Blaine? Like, what the heck is going on with you about that? I was here for Lindsey when she was mad about that because I feel like you should not be talking to a child about adult situations. They are children, let them stay children. Um, so when she come out, they said they got to tell Lindsey, and they so she comes out with another dress, and nobody said nothing again. And then the grandma was like, "Well, it's pretty," because Lindsey was like, "I like the tulle at the bottom." And the grandma was like, "I mean, it's pretty." So Lindsey finally read the room and was sat down. It was like, "All right, y'all, what's up? Like, what's going on?" So Molly says that hold on, y'all. Molly says that after they get in the argument, Blaine comes and talks to her, and he vents to her and tells her how she's controlling, um, how she's disrespectful, how she treats him like trash and everything. Not only has he talked to Molly about it, he's talked to the grandma about it, and he's talked to the friend about it. Blaine is telling, what's that song? He is not keeping nobody's secrets. Remember Alicia Keys' song, "I won't tell your secrets." He's telling all the secrets. She said he talking to the whole family about how crazy Lindsey is. So Lindsey is like, I cannot believe that he's doing all of this, right? So Molly says in her confessional, she says, "Listen, I know my mom is finding out in real time and she's mad about it and she feel away, but I had to stop this way." Molly said, "I'm stopping this wedding. Come hell or high water, I'm stopping it." So after that, Lindsey says to her grandma, "Can you take Molly to practice? I gotta handle some business. I gotta make a phone call." We already know who she was going to call. So get this, y'all. So Lindsey, instead of her changing out of her last wedding dress back into her clothes, going and make the phone call, she has to do theatrics and dramatics. So she picks up the wedding dress, right? No shoes on her feet, walk past the counter. Now the wedding shop owners are looking like, "Where's she going? Security, what's she doing? Ma'am, excuse me." And she walked past them, walk out, and they even said, "Is she walking out with the wedding dress?" I said, "Child, y'all." If y'all only knew who was trying that wedding dress, somebody facing 40 years, y'all would go out there and rip that off her body. She trying to, they was like, is she trying to steal it? So she get outside and she calls Blaine. He didn't answer. She left him a message telling some Blaine, what the heck is going on? We can't even come back from this and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see what happens with them. That's all that happened. Child, the trailer park. Be trailer parking with these two. That's all I'm saying. All right, next. Next victim on the list. Let's get over to Michael and Justine. Y'all, listen. Another couple. You know what? All these couples on here get on my nerves. It ain't one couple on here that I'm like, you know what? They got their drama, but they might be okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe Shavel and Quaylon, but because of what we know about Quaylon being up in a Motel 6 with this prostitute lady in a real time, because y'all know they shot this maybe a year ago. I don't even know. He ain't even a good guy. You know what I'm saying? So child. Anyway, Mike and Justine. So Mike is eating with the out to eat or whatever, him and Justine, I think his daughter and somebody else. And so he gets a phone call from his mom. He goes outside, he takes a phone call with his mom, and the mom is learning that they are not going to be able to move to Vegas because of Michael's papers. Y'all know last week he didn't do what he needed to do with his parole papers. So now they're stuck in Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh, wherever they at, and they can't go to Vegas. So Mike is telling his mom on the phone. Then Justine comes out of the restaurant because for some reason she can't let Michael breathe for 2 minutes without being around him. It's ridiculous. Tasha says it's definitely every couple this season except Joy and Red at first. It's an hour, right? Even Joy and Red, I'd be like, but I get what you're saying because it was some hope, but it diminished real little. So Mike Justine comes out there and he tells the mom, because the mom says to him over the phone, she says, well, since y'all staying and Justine is gonna have a baby, maybe I should bring your kids down for the summer and help Justine out with the baby. That way you can spend time with your children and everything. Instead of Mike saying right away, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Come on down. He told us I gotta run it by Justine. You know what annoys me about Mike is the fact that he is putting Justine and her kids and their needs in front of his own children. Sir, you were in jail for what, 6 to 10 years, something like that. You have not had any type of relationship with your own children. But every time we turn around, I gotta see what Justine want to do, or I gotta see what her kids want to do, or I gotta do this. What about your kids, Negro? I'm gonna tell you something. Them kids gonna grow up and they are going to not love you or like you. They're gonna resent you, Michael, because you sitting up here being a deadbeat dad. You up here trying to move all the way to freaking Vegas, and your daggone kids in Rhode Island, and you up here trying to chase this rap career that's not going to happen. Stop trying to make fetch happen. If y'all know what movie that's from, you trying to make a rap career happen at 37 years old. It's not going to happen, Michael. What rapper has broke out at 37 and really is doing something? None I know. None I know. Because this generation with music, it's like the water. It floats 1 minute, people on the wave with it, and then 2 seconds later, a wave will turn the other way, and they on to another artist or another artist. Unless you collaborating or you ghost writing or doing something that's gonna keep you relevant, this generation don't bump with you unless you're hot, and you gotta really and in their ears, they like that mumble rap stuff. That old Mike ain't no youth to listen to rap checking for no 37-year-old rapper. Just keep it 100, Michael. You need to move on to something else. Now, Michael ain't no bad looking guy, okay? You could get up with some of these companies and try to collaborate with them and do some modeling or some or something. You know what? That would be more realistic. More realistic for me would be if he did like some type of modeling for like Old Navy or Calvin Klein or somebody, send some headshots or hit up Cynthia Bailey agency or something like that. Have her put you on some jobs, go do some walks, because he got the height, he got the look, you know what I'm saying? But look, the music, Mike, you need to let it go. Montana Mills need to be buried. Okay, you're done. That is done. But anyway, so he says he got to check with Justine to see if they can come down for the summer. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, Mike. So I guess it was cool because then next scene, the mom rolls up with the kids. The kids get out, they hugging Mike and everything like that. Justine is all to the side before they came down in her confessional. She's saying that, I still don't, am not okay with the mom bringing up that paternity test. She gonna go back to that. That was old news. The mom apologized for that. Remember, Justine, they ain't trying to bring up old stuff. She trying to bring up anything that would make us believe why she wouldn't want the mom to come down. But the mom has his kids. Even if you hated the mom, the main goal of your whole relationship should be your children. But no, Justine, you want to be this rapper's wife, having his baby, living this old ghetto fabulous dream, and you don't care about his kids. You don't care about the fact that he has not spent no time with his children for real. Just trash woman. Then when they get down there, the mom pull up Justine saying, "Oh, well, I'm thankful that you're here and all of that." And I'm just like, "Girl, no, you're not. Stop lying." So then the oldest girl, Melody, which is Mike's oldest daughter, she pulls Mike to the side and she says, "Hey, I know y'all going to Vegas. Can I come with you to Vegas? Can I finish out my last 2 years of high school in Vegas with you?" Yeah, this was the saddest thing of all time. Mike shut her down. Mike was like, well, you know that your brother Mason is not going to be okay with you moving. I said, she's 16. She should not be raising no child. Where is Mason's mom? Why are you not raising Mason, Michael? You want to tell your daughter, "Oh, I don't know. I have to check with Justine. I don't think it's going to be a good time. The little kids are going to miss you." All of this stuff he is telling her, gaslighting her, because he don't really want her to come, which is really messed up. The daughter is just like, she's trying to be respectful to her dad, but you can tell a part of her wanted to be like, "Nigga, why I gotta sacrifice? These ain't my kids. You had these kids. Now I can't come because you're afraid that it's going to affect the little kids. How about not having a father around is going to affect the little kids, Michael? Like, come on now." So then he says, "Well, I have to see what their moms say about this or what your mom say." He ain't even talked to the moms yet. So you already know the plan that he gave us 2 episodes ago was some BS. When he talking about he could come back from Vegas this month to come see the kids, then every other month. He ain't even talked to the moms yet. So we know that was some trash. Um Mike saying he messed up his whole bonding thing with the kids because of this move. And I'm like, yeah, Mike, you ain't bond with your children. You got out of jail. You got with Justine. You paroled to her house. Why you didn't parole to Rhode Island? Why you ain't parole to your children? Why was that not your first priority? You should have paroled there and stayed there for at least a year or two, whatever. Then got up with Justine. But no, you paroled to Justine, went to her first, playing stepdaddy to her kids, moving her somewhere, living this life there while your kids up here missing you. You're trash, Michael. Um, Basically, Michael told his daughter, no. He basically told his daughter no, and he says that he has to make a decision with Justine or whatever. Listen, I think Mike is a cute guy, but I think he a trash dude. He is trash at the end of the day. Your children are supposed to be your top priority as a parent. As soon as you find out you are going to be a parent, that needs to be your top priority, Michael. Oh God, it's he sucks. He sucks for this. They're whole, I don't know why, and they up here thinking that they are America's favorite couple on this show, right? Because they think they doing it right. And Justine even said she was able to get back with her with you said ill. Justine said she was able to get back with her doctor in Pittsburgh, which I don't think she ever got away from the doctor because she's scheduling C-section. But so they gotta stay where they gotta stay at for at least 90 days until the paperwork can get approved. But as far as I'm concerned, this is why it's happening, Michael, because you're not doing right by your kids. You either two of you do right by them kids. You ain't doing right by them kids. That's why it's not coming through. That's why it's definitely not coming through. But anyway, on to the last couple, y'all, which is going to be Red and Janome. Red looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. Red, okay, first of all, so we know Red to wear home. Red to wear home to go see his family. So we opened up with him, right? Standing at the hotel with some daggone red slides. Like, he dressed like a freaking teenager. Like, okay, I understand you wear socks and slides at an older age. Because my husband loves wearing those. He says it's comfortable to him. However, he don't look like a child wearing them. Red, in my opinion, is very immature with his whole appearance, his whole way of thinking, just his whole being is very immature. And for the life of me, I don't understand why Joy is letting this man in her son's life and in her life. But when you are a bitter woman with low self-esteem, you just gonna let anybody up in your life just to say you got a man child. Oof. So anyway, Red gets picked up from the hotel by his homeboy that he was locked up with named Sticks. Sticks is in the car with his wife. Y'all heard it right. Sticks, like drumsticks. I'm big on calling people by their real name. I'm like, what's your real name? Anybody got time to be calling, daggone Sticks? I don't even know what that means. But anyway, that's his nickname. So he gets picked up by Sticks and Sticks' wife and everything. And they going over to the pool hall to shoot some pool, take some shots and some drinks. When they get over there, we meet another character named Little D. Little D is the one that originally met Joy. He met her on Facebook, or I think it was Facebook. He met her on social media, and when he met her, he said, this might be a good chick for Red. He said he thought about Red, and he said he thought that this chick could be somebody that Red can milk. Y'all heard me right. Milk. That means take advantage of, get money about her and everything. Red says that it was about survival. And that's what he did do for 18 months. He got money up out of Joy. And then he says he fell in love. Lies you tell, sir. Lies you tell. Because, in my opinion, at 18 months, she probably sent him enough money where he was like, well, if she got this amount of money, maybe she got more money. Let me just woo her and see this out longer than what I intended to. Because he ain't in no daggone love. Okay. So when we cut over to the confessionals, hold on, y'all. Okay. So we cut over to confessionals with Sticks and his wife. And Sticks says that, when you come out of jail, you should be able to do what you want to do, and all of that before you get into a relationship. It's about more so you than it is other person. Sticks' wife says, pause, pump the brakes. She was in a confessional with him. She said, no, when you in a relationship, it's about we. It ain't about just you. And I could tell from their interaction in the confessional that Sticks came out and he did the same thing that Red did to Joy. Sticks came out and he cheated. Because Sticks ain't no bad looking guy either, right? Sticks came out and he cheated on his wife before they got together. Now, I didn't know the background about this story because Sticks' wife was holding Red accountable. Even in the pool hall, she said, don't mess over her like that. Don't treat her like no trash. Treat her with respect. And Red was like, yeah, I hear you, whatever. Red don't hear nothing. So anyway, we pan over to back to New Mexico, right? And Sway is in the living room and he said, where's Dada? I said, child, she got this boy calling him Dada. So he said, where's Dad at? Joy up here cutting strawberries. She up here talking about where Dad went to go visit his family. And Sway is like, when is he coming back? She says, hopefully soon. Joy is saying whenever Red is in the house, they always stepping on each other's toes. It's always a back and forth banter or whatever's going on. So then we pan back over to Red. He is up here having lunch or whatever, I guess the next day with his sister and his cousin. He revealed to them that he proposed to Joy. He ain't tell them that the ring was $31.99 from the bubblegum machine. So he said he proposed to Joy, and they just like, oh wow, really? Yeah, you know the sister ain't feeling it because the sister had told Joy before he got out. She says, "Listen, you cheated on him. What you think he gonna do when he get out?" And I feel like Red is on some get back. They didn't show him meeting up with no besties, but I'm gonna tell you now, I already know he met up with some besties while he was there. You can't tell me no different. So while he there with the sisters, he look on his phone and he pull up some filtered looking picture of Joy. And he talking some, oh, where's she looking good for? My baby looking good. She had on some makeup and some eyelashes, and her boobs was all out and stuff. And you can tell the picture was very much doctored up and filtered. So he now realizes after seeing that picture that he loves Joy. So he calls her, go outside to call her. She didn't answer because she was sitting in the living room with her sister and her sister cousin. Navajo Keisha. They was sitting in the living room and she was up there talking to them about Red gone home to visit his family and everything. And then he calls and she told me some Red call, but she didn't answer. And he left a message saying that he ready to come home, that he realized that's where he want to be, and woo 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 and all of that. The sister's telling her that Red need to step up, and she's like, yeah, she agree and all of that. So Red ends up leaving. He gets back to New Mexico. He all kissing on Joy and stuff, saying he happy to be back and all of that. Then Joy goes and she gets some little journal. I said, what are we, 15? You gotta write down these little bit of things that you need from him. Now, I ain't saying you can't write your thoughts down, right? In a little journal, a little book, or whatever. But the stuff that she needed Red to do was something you could just think about off the top of the dome. I need commitment, love, appreciation. I need you to get a job. I need you to wash your booty. I need you to get them locks retwisted every now and then. Like, I'm just saying the stuff that she wanted from him was so simple. I was like, Joy, okay, it's not that deep. But she felt like it was to the point where she had to write it down. She says she needs from him. She says, I have a journal. And Red is like, okay. She said, in the journal, I wrote down what I need from you. And she said, I need trust. I need honesty. I need a provider. And I need appreciation, Red. Red said, okay, I got work to do. Okay. I was like, this dude is a liar. So then, oh my God, what he says? She was like, did you meet any female friends while you was down there? And he was like, nah, Joy, like he really gonna agree that or admit that he met some female friends. And Joy says the trust and honesty, she said, those things I need from you right away. Like I need those ASAP, like right away. So Red is like, okay, well, since you want, honesty and trust, I'ma just be honest with you. I was like, oh God, here we go. He told me, remember when you came to get me and we got into a argument and I stormed out of the room and I had all them pictures and stuff. He was like, when I left, I went and had sex with a woman. She was like, okay, that's truth and honesty. I was like, it wasn't funny, but I was like, because Joy tried to be a G, right? She was trying to hold it in for like 1.2 seconds, and then all of a sudden she broke down crying. And I'm just like, why is this shocking to you, Joy? At this point, with this dude, you should already know what he about to do. You should already be sitting there waiting for the BS because you know that's what he on. Like, I don't get it. Joy cried, and of course, Red is sitting there. And y'all, before we even talk about that, so this is the funny part of the. Hi, Allison. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So before we get to the crime scene, right? Hello, L Bella. Welcome to the live. So before we get to her crying, right? So Joy was cleaning up the house with Sway, right? And I forgot to tell y'all this part. So remember, he said he was coming back because he wants his PS5. Joy was cleaning up and she was like, where's the PS5? She said, oh my God, where's the PS5? She looking, she looking, she looking. She's like, oh my God, did he take the PS5? Because y'all know if he took the PS5, then that means he ain't coming back. I believe the producers hid the PS5 just to give us some panic with joy so we could be like, oh Lord, Red ain't coming back. And even when he was with his friend Sticks and the wife and Lil D, he said he had to decide if he was gonna come back or not. Y'all, Joy and Red is a circus. These two are not gonna make it either. As y'all already know, fast forward, they're not together, right? We just seeing stuff at the time that they had shot the scenes. But I mean, we was telling Joy all along, it's not going to work on life. What is it? Life during lockup, we was yelling at the screen. Now we yelling at the screen again, but she is not hearing it because in some way she thinks that she's gonna have this happily ever after with this man child. And that's what Red is. He was locked up for most of his maturing stages. When you're out in the world, he got locked up at 20. So 20, between 20 and 30, he missed out on 10 years of going through different things, understanding life, maturing the whole nine. So he missed out on that. So he's a man child. And the sooner Joy recognizes that, the sooner that she understands that, and her sisters hopefully talk some sense into her, she will be free of that. But the saddest thing ever is she got her son involved in this. This 3-year-old little boy, Sway, is calling him dad because she has put that in his mind. And it's just a sad situation, y'all. But that's it, the end of my review. That was the last couple, Joy and Red. They not gonna make it either. I don't see it for them at all. But y'all, I thank y'all for joining me live. This is Tasha checking in with another video, and this has been a review of Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 20, Shimmer Down. If you have not subscribed to my channel, y'all, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It is free 99. I put up a lot of shorts. I put about Let's Talk About It segments. I put up all types of little different videos, something on there, story times. I'm starting to do more of those. Something on there I'm sure will resonate with you on my channel. So go ahead and subscribe. Share my channel to your friends and family so they can subscribe as well. We are on a push to reach 1,000, over 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all. I will be here again on next Sunday, Lord willing, at 3 p.m. to give y'all a review of Life After Lockup. We're winding down on the episodes. I don't know how many we have left. I have to double check and see. But we're winding down on these episodes of a life. What is it? Life After Lockup. Yeah. I can't wait to get back to Love After Lockup because we need some new couples. We need some new life because as of right now, these couples is just like all of my ratings be like a 5 or a 6 for the episode. So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all coming in. Shout out to all of the ones that commented. We had Miss Allison, Miss Ella, Miss Tasha, Mimi Dixon. Thank y'all so much for commenting, joining me on this live. Shout out to Replay Gang, 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 gang. Thank y'all for checking into the live as well. Until we meet again, y'all. Bye.